Alright, we're setting up front squats here. I'm still working on my shoulder mobility, so the proper thing to do is obviously keep it in this position, but I find I struggle to do that, especially when there's actual weight on it. So I opt to get in the same position and then just do that. But yeah, just gonna warm up. I want to get a sense of my real squat depth, because I always feel like I'm really getting nice and deep, but I'll often look and I'm only getting to parallel, so this angle should help me figure out how deep I'm getting. Yeah, probably only one plate today. That's okay. I'll probably throw the belt on. Might as well. Knee sleeves are the best. 3x3. Whew. Not too bad. Watch it back. My form's not bad. Could be better. Could be deeper, for sure. Gonna focus on making the drop in a little smoother. I kind of just rushed to get down there. But all in all, not too shabby. Alright, set 2, let's do it. Whew. Added a bit of a pause on those for some reason. Let's see how they look. I could probably do more than this, but I think it's smart to keep it this weight for now. Last week I did back squats a little bit on the heavier side, and the rest of the workout was extremely challenging. I was just gassed immediately. So hopefully the fact that this is not a back squat and that the weight is pretty manageable at this rep range will make sure that I can really get the most out of the rest of the workout. If you're at all like me and you have the tendency to overdo it, especially when you're first starting on something, I get that it sucks, but it really does help to think smarter, not harder, to pull back a little bit sometimes. Use your logical brain, overcome that part of you that's like, I gotta do like 200 pounds on front squat and I gotta do all this stuff. It's like, you do not. You really don't. Okay, that's it. Whew. Done and done. got the 40s. I forgot my straps. So I'll need to just suck it up and hold it the whole time. Time for RDOs. Oh, not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna thank myself for not pushing it on the squats. I would like to train tomorrow too, so holding back makes that more possible. I'm doing 3x10, by the way. Alright, last one. For some reason, I've decided to do walking lunges. Why, I don't know. Alright, round 2, let's do it. Alright, one more.
A few moments later.
Hello, I'm at work. I'm on a break. I'm really feeling it today. Extremely weary of the way I've been eating. I know that my body doesn't like it very much. We'll leave that at that. So, I'm starting to get on the fence about continuing to eat at this extreme of a deficit and such low carb. It's definitely been working, but I have some reservations about long-term adherence and long-term effectiveness. So, I'm going to hang in there for the rest of the week and then just assess. The last thing I want to do is to stop eating this way impulsively because I just really want to eat something else. I'd rather have it be more of a decision I'm making. So, I will have to get some distance from this feeling in order to make that decision properly. Because right now I just want something else. I'm just so tired of what I'm eating. I mentioned in my first video that I'm not quite sure why I want to lose weight this fast anyway. Because I've lost a decent amount in a very short amount of time. And the original idea was there is this event, this sort of like friend vacation that my wife and I go on annually. And I wanted to be a certain weight by that trip. For whatever reason, that trip has become a lot like New Year's or my birthday. It's sort of a benchmark where I start getting really judgy about like how I'm doing, where I think I should be, quote unquote, just in general, but especially in terms of weight loss. I think that was the original idea was I'm going to drop all this weight before the trip, and then this year I won't feel that way. But I'm starting to see the flaw in that plan. It's sort of the same idea that I was talking about where, what if I hit my goal weight? Like, what if I do it and then it's still not enough? I think I would be happy losing weight at a slower pace, implementing what I've learned during this period, and still being able to eat stuff that I do like, and still lose weight, just not quite as aggressively fast. The only thing I refuse to do is give up. The only thing I refuse to do is say, oh, I'm tired of this, I want to do something else. So, for now, we stay the course. This morning's workout was pretty good. I'm glad I didn't hit the gas super hard, or I'd be wrecked for the rest of the day. So, I think that was smart. But that's the other thing about this is I'm eating so little that my workouts are suffering and recovery is suffering as well. Really what it comes down to is I need to differentiate between I need to shift my approach for genuine reasons and like giving up, like I just want to be done. Like I'm sick of this, like this it's getting harder, so I like don't want to continue. And I'm having trouble differentiating, like am I just making excuses or is this genuinely something I need to look at? So I'll give that a little bit more thought and get back to you. But for now I have to get back to work.
2 hours later.
Hello again. I'm on my lunch, feeling better than earlier. I'm feeling stronger, feeling less whiny, so that's good. You know, actually, that is another pretty good lesson, now that I think of it. It depends on the person and the situation, but a lot of the time, if you just kind of hang in there, your mood will shift, your thoughts will shift. If you just sort of take a step back and do your best to put your mind into a different mode, put your mind into a kind of a different endeavor. In my case, I'm at work, so I was really feeling like, oh, I'm gonna buy. Like, I work at a grocery store. It's like, oh, I'm gonna buy something for lunch. Like I can feel myself kind of starting to kind of lose, like, but now here I am, and I haven't done that. I will go home when my shift is done, and I will eat the food that I need to eat for the time being. And that is what it is, and I'm back in a good place about it. And yeah, sometimes you can wait it out. Not always. Believe me, I get it. Not always, but more times than you think we can wait it out. You just gotta hang in there. And I know it can be tough, but just gotta push through that initial discomfort. And the momentum helps with that, and like I've talked about too. It's like you're already rolling downhill, so you hit a few bumps and it's not gonna make you come to a stop as easily. I got a book from the library earlier. Breathe by Hicksa Gracie. It's his autobiography. If you know who that is, then it goes without saying that he'd have some interesting things to talk about in a book about his life. If you don't know who that is, I can talk more about it. It's basically a prominent figure in the history of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. I listened to about half of it as an audiobook and really resonated with it a lot, like more than I was expecting. So I thought I'd pick it up and give it a full read. I'll probably end up talking about it at some point, but let me know if you care. A lot of books about mindset and discipline are very prescriptive and very, like, here's what you do, here's the system, here's, like, the steps and the frameworks and whatever. It's very clinical, it's very, one size fits all. At the end of the day, only you can really figure out what's best for you. Obviously, it doesn't hurt to get some guidance, but I liked what I heard of this book in part because there was a lot of interesting lessons, a lot of very applicable teaching all through stories from his life and not him sitting there going, here's what you do. So I found that refreshing as someone who reads a lot of books that are sort of, here's what you do.
2,000 years later.